Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got Big Sean on Jhené Aiko, man. You know what I'm saying? He had some thoughts about her concerning getting married to her and whatnot, man. We gonna talk about that, all right? We also have we got the Fulio suspect, man, and apparently it ain't his first time at the rodeo. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. What else we got over here? Well, I gotta fix my stories over here, man. We got LL Cool J, man. What he had to say on ghostwriting, man. We also got what else we have over here, man? We got Jada Cheese, and she's speaking in response to what y'all was saying about his son. Also, we have some information on the Sonia Massey case. We're gonna talk about that, and we got Megan Thee Stallion addressing her Atlanta performance. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. Show if this is your first time to the channel, man. Be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go and give it a tap. And that subscribe button's waiting for your come on, I'm messing it up. I'm going to tell you why I'm messing it up. I just ate some ice, so my mouth is kind of numb from the ice. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, look, never mind all that. Listen, man. Big Sean had a lot to say on marriage to Jhené Aiko. That is to say, Charlamagne the G asked him what is keeping him from marrying Jhené Aiko. And this is what he had to say. Take a listen.
What's stopping y'all from getting married? Now, y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings.
No, there has not been a secret industry marriage. It's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. To me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, oh, you gotta get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost, and like marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced. The divorce rate's so fucking high. And I'm not like discounting anything, and I'm not saying that we aren't gonna get married. But what I'm saying is that it's just, and I don't like putting our personal business out there like that either. But there's a lot of work that needs to be done, I feel like, in general.
Well, take it from somebody who's been with their woman for 26 years, right? It's always gonna be ups and downs.
Period.
The work's never gonna stop.
Yeah.
Especially raising
26
kids.
years?
Been with her 26 years. Got married in 2014.
Oh,
so
shit.
you're married with 10.
Wow.
So it's gonna always be ups and downs.
So what took you 16 years to get married?
I don't know.
Exactly. It's kind of like a
I
hard
really
thing,
don't know. I really, truly, honestly don't know. In my mind, I felt like I wasn't where I needed to be, right? But I did know this is the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. So my mentality is, hey, I already know it's gonna be. It's nothing's. No relationship is gonna be perfect all the time. So if you're thinking that you gotta wait for this fairy tale magical awakening where everything's gonna be all good all the time, it's just like no, that's not the way life is.
No. I don't think it's that. I think that it's just seeing so many different. You know, the thing about Jhené is that we have so many relationships. It's like being peers, being in a group together, parents, romantic, all that. You know, it's like it's a crazy connection, because no matter what, we're always going to be tied together, no matter what. So I think that doesn't discount that, like, she and me both have to be on the same page. Not to say we aren't, but I feel like I can only speak for myself, that there needs to be like more work done so we could keep going, because there's a lot of focus on our family, there's a lot of focus on careers and everything, and that is something that I feel like has not been the main focus.
So y'all not necessarily together now, y'all just figuring it out.
Oh, look at you, Charlotte.
I'm just asking a question.
No, I'm not saying that either. That's, you know, what I'm saying is that it's not perfect and that it needs to be work done.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me play you. Look, after he said all of that, he probably went home and Jhené Aiko probably did this. Take a look at what she did to him on look. Take a look at what she did to him on stage and what she probably did to him when he got to the house. Take a look. You know what I'm saying? Look, she had to get him below the belt with that one. So, I mean, well, let me go to the comments first, okay? Because I went to the comments. I want to know what people said about that. One person said, I don't understand how marriage is a bigger commitment than having a child or children together, right? Somebody else said, he said a lot without saying anything. Somebody else said this. They said, one thing is for sure. I was like, oh, I knew this comment was coming. Ninja's gonna get to rambling nonsense about marriage. Somebody else said, if he wanted to, he would. The end. Interesting. Somebody else said, he's not gonna marry her. He's looking for perfect, but that does not exist. Somebody else said, you could make her a mom, but not a wife. Why wasn't the work done before the baby? Stop making baby mamas. These are heavy statements right here, man. He said a bunch of nothing. He basically wasting her time. Somebody else said, Janae, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, baby. Right? Somebody else said, this man is talking in circles. Big Sean, my guy, but all that BS, big dog. Look, they referred to the man's initials. Just say you don't like the concept of being married. It's okay. It's not for everybody. Somebody else said his response reflects him trying to respect Janae and maintain a sense of privacy. He's saying a lot if you read between the lines. I don't know. So my thought process is, you could be with a lot of people, right? You could be with a lot of people. And with every person you get with, see, my thought process is, if you're gonna get married, right? You're marrying somebody that you can actually build with, and you can actually build in a variety of ways. You could build with them romantically. You could build with them emotionally. You could build with them on a social level. You can build with them on an economic level. It's a person that you're able to build the highest building with. You follow me? The issue is, if you are bouncing, which he is not, if you're bouncing around, this is for you. If you're bouncing around from person to person, you are not building with any of them. You can't, because you're bouncing around from person to person. And if you have found a person and you realize that you're able to build with them in a variety of ways, they're compatible in a large number of ways, that could be the perfect person for you. You know what I'm saying? If you can deal with their downs and enjoy with them their ups. Now, to find a perfect person, that's impossible. You follow me? I mean, because, I'm already taken. What I'm saying is this, right? That's for the ladies. I'm just saying, you're not going to find anybody perfect. And if you do find somebody perfect, the minute you link up with them, why would they want to stay with you? They can't deal with you. You follow me? Because you're not up to their level. You get what I'm saying? So you're not going to find the perfect person. You got to find a person that you could build with. To me, if you're thinking about you want to find a perfect person to get romantically involved with, that ain't it. I don't think that's it. You know what I mean? The concept of marriage is to get you a helpmeet, to get you somebody that can build with you. You know what I mean? That could work side by side with you and y'all could work together. You follow me? The yin to your yang, okay? The white to your black. Well, let me just keep it going, okay? If you understand what I'm saying. Okay, the white to your black. Where'd that come from? I don't know. In my opinion, if you link, I think that all it takes, in order to know whether you can get married to this person or not, personally, I believe all it takes is a year and a half at most, at least. No. Yeah, maybe at most. A year and a half is what it takes at most. Because in a year, you have an idea of what you're going to be working with, okay? So if you with somebody for a year, and you might have even lived with them and stuff like that, you're essentially getting a good idea of what they're going to be like. Of course, people have secrets and they have surprises, and you're going to determine, and then people, they change anyway. They're going to wind up changing anyway. So let's say you think you got the perfect person. In a year or two, they might be 100% different. George Floyd changed me. You follow what I'm saying, man? Y'all got me after George Floyd. Y'all probably wouldn't have liked what I was like before. You know what I mean? I had to change. Anyway, so since I went there, I might as well get to the divorce. Okay, so let's go there real quick. Which is Cardi B, right? We reported to you yesterday. And Cardi B filed for divorce and is seeking custody of her children. Okay, after Offset was seen at a casino hanging out with his ex, who is pregnant by her late husband. Offset says Shorty is not his lady, but folks don't believe, bro. Now, we see another clip of Offset looking seemingly unbothered. Take a look.
Bet them in the cold. She got them watch other tattoos on. I'm trying to make them out. Money other tattoos. Back to back rolls. Back to back white. And in the cold. White. And rest in this. I've been having it. This ain't matching my growth. Sell out the show.
Now, one person went in the comments and said, why do ninjas always feel the need to act unbothered after situations? Like, we know you give a cuff. Somebody else said, somebody check on his mental. In just a couple of years, he lost his group, his family, and his wife and kids. He can't be doing well. And another person said, I know a stressed ninja when I see one. Close quote. Yeah. Look, bro is human, man. So he definitely feeling it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Look, the aim is to look unbothered. But humanity is universal, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know what you're feeling, bro. You know what I mean? And let me throw this out here. It has been reported, as we said, that Cardi B is seeking child support for all 3 children. So there's that. He might have recorded that thing where he looks unbothered, but once he found out that she wants that child support, he probably died in the back of that car. All 3 kids? Damn. Anyway, the suspect in the Julio Fulio shooting, that apparently it wasn't his first time at the rodeo, man. Bro shot more people, okay? It's stated here, Fulio's murder suspect, Sean Gathright, is accused of shooting 3 people in separate incidents at age 17. The Jacksonville, Florida teen was charged as an adult with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but never indicted. His lawyer said he was defending himself. I mean, his lawyer should say that he was defending himself, but you shot 3 other people and killed Julio Fulio? Throw away the key. To me, it's not even difficult. Throw away the key, okay? Because you're not supposed to murder people. If murdering people is your shtick, that's your thing, then we don't, like, society doesn't need that kind of a person. You know what I mean? Joe Budden. All right, now, Joe Budden heard about what happened with the Megan Thee Stallion thing. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion with Tory Lanez driver saying, right, that he saw Kelsey and Tory fighting over the gun, right, and he saw Tory trying to disarm Kelsey before the gun went off. All right, Joe Budden said all of them have a reason to lie. He said he took her gun and shot Megan. Y'all think a man is just shooting a girl for no reason? Well, he did say it in his rap. Joe Budden said, this ninja was just about to get some Kylie Jenner behind. What difference does that? It's just, look, Kylie Jenner's just a nigga with a soul. I mean, she's not like anything special, bro. It's just a nigga with a soul. That's gotta be 74, okay? There's nothing special about these people. All right, it's got a vagina. Surprise, surprise. Guess what? Every other woman I know got one of those. It ain't special. Some people got poor vagina. Some people got rich vagina. Some people got wet vagina. Some got dry vagina. It ain't like it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And here's my thing. You like, wait, you went off. I'm just saying. Here's my thing. Okay, a lot of people hop in a pool and consider that to be a bath. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Chances are, if Kylie Jenner is like that like, you want some, I went to the pool, so I took my bath already kind of vagina? Like, no. By the way, this ain't for kids. My bad, let me keep it going. This ninja was just about to get some Kylie Jenner behind. That guy is shooting? No, that guy wants to go back to Kylie Jenner's house. He goes, I think it's above her. I don't think she made it up. She's a mere pawn in this. I know how that gun got there. I know whose gun it was. Oh, really, Joe Budden? Whose gun was it? He said, I'm not gonna say who put it there. It's easy to get lost in the media, but let's remember my name was cleared. My bad. Kelsey responded to that. He said, I know whose gun it was. Kelsey responded to that. She said, it's easy to get lost in the media, but let's remember my name was cleared by both parties involved. Stay tuned, okay? Now, Joe continues and says, I thought it was weird the last time we talked about this ish. Kelsey jumped into my DMs talking about, don't talk about this no more. And Joe was like, well, why? You got immunity. It's odd. Kelsey responds and said, that's when she said, it's easy to get lost in the media, but let's remember my name was cleared. So she's essentially trying to say, like, I wasn't, y'all trying to say I shot the gun. I didn't shoot the gun. We don't know he wasn't there. Do we care? Not at the moment. I think we got a short video here. Hip-hop legend LL Cool J sat down with Shannon Sharpe, and he explained how he feels about the practice of ghostwriting. Take a listen.
Do you write or do you freestyle? I write my songs. I don't know what. Have you ever had a ghostwriter? No. I've collaborated with people on choruses. Right. Collaborated with people on different things, but all of these songs that I'm thinking of, that's you. Come on, bro. I don't even know where people like. That's a very interesting thing. Cause I heard they saying I don't know, was it Paradise that they said 50 wrote for you? 50 Cent wrote the chorus, bro. But you heard that too, right? Of course I heard it. Okay. He wrote the chorus. If you not, we've been through this before. Acting like the elves can't bag him no more. He ain't write that shit. That's you. Of course. Like, people be tripping. But that's a big compliment for me. Yeah. When you get to the point where you've been doing it so long and you're so prolific that they look like somebody else shot the basketball. LeBron didn't shoot that shit. Right. That was fucking KD. Yeah. KD really shot that shit. Or that was, Steph shot that shit. Like, that's how. Because you've been in the game so long, L, why is ghostwriting frowned upon so much? Well, because as an MC, you're supposed to write your stuff together. Okay. You know what I mean? You are. It's different, like, if you get in the studio, let's say you're working with an artist, like, and we write a song together and I'm collaborating with somebody on something. That would be different from somebody writing my rhymes, writing my verse.
That's what he said, man. Look, ghostwriting always trips me out, man, because it's in a culture where people keep talking about keeping it real, but their words are fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they're lying in your face. Look. What's really wild is when the dudes ghostwrite for the ladies, right? And sneak shots at other female artists and they got no idea. Or when dudes write the dirtiest lyrics for the female artist and she knows she'll be in Sunday service at 11 o'clock getting baptized. You know what I'm saying? They don't even, it's like they don't have to feign this. They just go with it. Oh boy, women need protection. Women need protection. Where do I go right here? Do I go to this story? Yeah. Let's give you the Jada Chiefs. Okay. So the other day we reported that Lil Baby, right? Loyal. He was being recorded with Jada Chiefs, right? And he was giving his mother some advice. A lot of people heard his voice. They didn't see his face, but they didn't like the way his voice sounded. They said, yo, Lil Baby need to go get his son because that little boy's got, they were saying he's got inflections that are very feminine, right? Well, Jada Chiefs has provided a response about her and Lil Baby's baby, Loyal. Matt, just take a listen.
Hello. My son is with his dad very often, and if he's not with his dad, he's with my mom, his grandmother, who has nothing but sons. He has a lot of men in his life, so please. Yeah. Grow out of what? He's fine. Okay? Kids don't be doing nothing but minding their business, happy, taken care of, hygiene on point, well-groomed, and here y'all go, projecting, saying weird, evil things. It's honestly sick. And I pray you find the healing you need to not even look at a child and wonder about things like that. It's actually a little scary.
Look, she's playing defense for her baby. Look, considering the concern that folks have, right? I think it's natural for her to play defense for her child, okay? But the thing is this. Once a person is presented to the internet, they are exposed to the fiery darts of the internet. To say, oh, but it's a child, that don't mean cuff to a lot of people, man. As we already see. Society, look, let me tell you about society, okay? In case y'all forgot. Society hates two groups of people, predominantly. They hate women and they hate children. Real talk. It just is what it is, okay? Just look, they hate children. Think about what we see in the media and all the things that people do knowing that the next generation is going to inherit it. Society hates children, okay? Society is eager to chemically castrate the fathermuckers. You follow what I'm saying, man? Look. You think they're going to keep the criticism off of a child when they're ready to chemically castrate them. You know what I'm saying? Society hates women. Society hates children, unfortunately. And it's crazy because women also make up society. It's bugged to me. You get what I'm saying? Look, they see the woman is running for president. They're like, well, what has she done? Well, what has everybody else done? You mean to tell me she can't do? Let me go to my shout outs. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man, people women, they hate y'all. And to me, that's why it's that much more important. Let me go to the shout out. That's why it's that much more important for even a woman to become a leader, because they hate y'all. Real talk, they hate y'all. Not everybody hates y'all. A lot of people love y'all. A lot of people want to see y'all thrive, and you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people hate women, okay? And you know how people talk about the mark of the beast, 666 and all this other stuff, right? Well, the mark of the beast is the mark of the Antichrist, right? And the scripture says that the Antichrist is already here. The spirit of the Antichrist is already here. And you know what it says about the Antichrist? It says that the Antichrist hates women. And we know the devil been hated women, because it was already prophesied that the woman would bear the child that would crush his head. Of course he hates women. Leroy Lockley said in the shout out, Leroy Lockley said, big bro, the interview was 35 minutes late because they were trying to get Kamala Harris on Zoom. Leroy, I hear what you're saying. They should have worked on that 35 minutes earlier than when they started. Okay. You're not supposed to even, I wouldn't even give Donald Trump an opportunity. Or at least I hope I wouldn't. Okay. We working with a team that's going to interview Donald Trump. We don't even want to give him an opportunity for, we want to look as spotless as possible. Although people can, that don't even matter. My own said, you trusted 3 black women to hold the ball and they dropped it. Well, what is your opinion on Kamala Harris, who is half black? Do you think she'll drop the ball running an entire country? I wonder why you highlighted, you put in parentheses, who is half black. What does that matter? You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do trust Kamala Harris to not drop the ball. Okay? They're running the entire country. If Kamala drops the ball, let me ask you the question. We had about 46 presidents or something like that? 45, 46? I don't know how many we had. I think we have about 46. If all the presidents that we have, any of them drop the ball, I think a bunch of them dropped the ball. All right? So, I mean, if she did drop the ball, she's just like the men. Okay? And if she didn't drop the ball, she's better than them. Okay? So, now we could look at anything and say that she dropped the ball. But look, man, most teachers who are keeping order in classrooms, they are women, okay? And women raise a lot of children. They raise families. A lot of times they raise them by themselves because men ain't stepping up to the damn plate. You get me? So I do believe sometimes when a man ain't stepping into the position that he's supposed to be stepping into, a woman got to take the spot. I think that's just what happened, okay? Get mad at me if you want. Go run for office and win. Where we at over here? I do believe men, well, let me keep it going. I'm in love, just saying, says, rest in peace, Chino, true lyrical legend. A lot of people remember that stray he caught from Pac, but what people don't know is they actually had a sit down and got cool before Pac died. Yeah, that's pretty important to know. Christy said, drug dealers are the lowest of the low. Oh, you speaking my language. Keep going. She said, not only do they wreak havoc on society, but they exploit some of the most vulnerable people among us. Yes, they do. Dealers literally prey on addicts that are afflicted with an incurable, debilitating disease, and in their twisted way of thinking, they believe they are better than the addicts they peddle their poison to. That, in and of itself, is particularly egregious. Christy, speak on, you speaking my language. She said people can literally die from the drugs that they sell. That would make them murderers. Some things just aren't worth doing, not even for 1 red cent. Therefore, in my humble opinion, drug dealers deserve some pretty serious prison time for the crimes they commit. If anybody deserves help and no prison time, it would be the addict. Sad, but true. Yeah, it's so true, people can't handle it. And I bet you there's a bunch of people that are like, no, it's not true. Drug dealers shouldn't get it. But what about pharmacists? You're missing the point that she made. She's right. You're like, she can't be right because it hurts me. Shut up, damn it. Shut the hell up. She's 101% right. And if you can't see that, then you're slow. I know you're mad now that I lost a couple of slow people, but it ain't that bad, okay? It's just a bunch of chaff. My bad. Tulani Tonyella said, oh, we said that yesterday, okay? Shout out to you double times. All right, let's get right back to it. Wrap this bad boy up, man. I'm ready to go home, okay? So the Sonya Massey situation. The plot might have thickened just a bit. This came out a couple of days ago. My people sent it to me, but I didn't really watch it when they sent it to me. But then I watched it yesterday, and I was like, oh, shoot. I think you need to hear this on the Sonya Massey situation. Take a listen.
Information is starting to leak out in the cracks of this Sonya Massey story.
We know what Grayson did, so we don't need to speak about that. But the first thing he did when he walked up to the door was ask her about her mental health. Well, Grayson has a wife named Isabel. Isabel is a nurse, and guess where she's a nurse at? Capital Community Center, where Sonya Massey had treatment. They say that her and Sonya Massey had an altercation, and it just went bad. So Sonya Massey came home. It is alleged that she called her husband. Her husband broke all the windows out of Sonya's car and then waited for the call so that he could be there because, well, apparently he was upset. Now, because the first thing he did was ask about her mental health, we're going to assume and allegedly that his wife Isabel leaked information, confidential information, causing her to break HIPAA law. Isabel's husband has these tattoos on his arms that would signify, allegedly, that he's a racist. So I can't see her being any different. See, a racist nurse is to us as black women what the police is to a black man. So when you have a police officer that's racist who's married to a nurse that's racist, allegedly, well, that's a racist power couple. He works from the streets, she works in the medical field. A racist nurse does things like fudge your high blood pressure and say it's not high, and then you go home and... A racist nurse will fudge your blood pressure and then tell the people in the files that you are a drug seeker, you are a frequent flyer. She will not control your pain. She is very, very dangerous to us. Well, her and her husband's life has already changed, but we wanted to change a little more. On the front of the screen is her employer. I want you to call the human resource director, the CEO, and anybody else that you can get in touch with. I want you to send emails and tell them that you suspect that she broke HIPAA law. You suspect that her and her husband conspired to unalive Sonya Massey. It was an execution. I want you to let them know that you believe that it was race motivated and she doesn't need to be in the clinic. I want you to do it before they have a chance to ask her to resign. I want you to change her life. On the front of the screen is the nursing board information. I want you to go after her license. I want you to tell them that you suspect that she broke HIPAA. I want you to tell them that you suspect that she was racist and she is not the right person for this type of job. If you make the calls, they will snatch the license. She needs to be charged with accessory to what her husband has done. Make the calls. This is a call to action. Go to work.
That is fascinating. You see how the chips are stacked against us? You see how the chips are stacked against us? You know what I'm saying? And how can I say this? Well, I guess I'm not going to say that. You're like, wow, what you was going to say? Nah, the fact that, she was by herself, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, it's just, I don't know, man. It's just how I feel about when women are by themselves and then what they got to deal with. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for any brownie points from any women. I don't really care for brownie points from women. You know what I mean? Like, so don't think I'm just saying that to say that, okay? But I mean, to me, I believe women are the weaker vessel. When you compare men and women, I think that they're the weaker ones. Period. It just is what it is. I think a lot of times they can be emotionally weaker. I believe that they're physically weaker. A lot of times, like, you know what I'm saying? Predominantly. We talking muscle mass or whatever. Okay? And women, I don't want to hear y'all trying to refute me on that because when the house is burning down, who the hell should get out first? Men? Okay? So y'all, I know y'all rocking with me. If you got some sense. But what I'm saying is, seeing that the woman is the weaker vessel, according to the scripture, if you agree with the scripture, of course, if you don't, then you out of line. Because women are the weaker vessel, I feel like the women should be protected. You know what I mean? You're supposed to protect the women. And so you got a woman and she has kids. Where the man at? That's the kind of thing that kind of ticked me off, man. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Let me keep going. I don't got a script. Megan Thee Stallion has addressed her Atlanta performance. Now, in case you didn't see her point, she performed for Kamala Harris, right? And this is what it was. Sources is clip 3 out of 3. Take a look. saw that damn performance. I was like, oh my gosh, read the damn room. Read the room. See, this is what I'm saying, man. This is part of the stuff I be talking about. You know what I mean? Read the room, man. Look, we don't need a twerk. We don't need a twerk. Like this woman, like this is the fate of America, right? Relies on people voting for the right candidate, right? That the country needs at the moment. And this is the option that you have, right? You have a candidate that says, hey, if you vote for me, I'll fix it so you'll never have to vote again. Essentially saying, I don't even want you to have a say in who can be your leader. You have the option between a person like that or a person that, even though I might not even like him, which I do, but I'm just saying, if I didn't like her, right, at least she's standing on the side that says, if you don't like me, you can replace me. The other side says, I'm going to make it so you can't replace me. We're fighting for that, right? And you're going to get on stage, Megan, and start twerking? What she's twerking for America? Anyway, Megan, I guess she got more criticism than what I just gave. So this is her response. Take a listen. This is clip 1 out of 3. She said, let me see if I can find it. She said, what did she say? She said they was fake mad that I was popping it for Kamala, and I don't think they heard what she said. Kamala says she wants a ceasefire. Kamala says she supports women's rights. Kamala says she's tired of these high-ass gas prices. Kamala said I'm for the people. Hotties for Harris. Whatever. Listen, man. If Kamala's about to get on stage, right, and you got to do something before her, man, don't make it look crazy or crass, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't start. And I'm glad, like, when I saw her twerk, it wasn't a hard Megan twerk. It was a very soft, subtle Megan twerk, and I was like, at least it wasn't bad. She didn't go whop on us. You follow what I'm saying, man? She didn't start popping that coochie like I thought she would. Like, when I first said it to my people, was like, Megan, she twerked. My people was like, well, she was popping that coochie. I was like, well, she wasn't popping it. Like, it wasn't like a 2 Live Crew concert. You know what I'm saying? But she did a very light twerk. A very, 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 you know what I'm saying? It was actually, I guess it was kind of a conservative twerk. Can we say? Let me just throw this out. Megan, I don't got a script. Megan, I do appreciate that you did a conservative twerk on a Democratic platform. Okay? A conservative twerk. She at least knew enough to make it a conservative one. All right, let's get. Come on, man. I'm ready to go, man. I'm hot, man. I'm hot. Like, you keep talking. Okay. I'm almost done. Listen. That was my last story. So, and finally, okay, I just presented to you my last story. All right. Megan Thee Stallion twerked like you couldn't imagine. She said, and that was that. I already spoke about Cardi B. Yeah, I think I'm done. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Sonya Massey's situation, man. It's interesting. The police. Well, let me just. Yeah. Take a look at that video again, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.